Welcome into Wild Breakaway. I'm Audra Martin, joined by Tom Chorske. For the second straight game, the Minnesota Wild battled back to force overtime. However, tonight they'll have to settle with just 1 point, falling 3-2 to the Dallas Stars. When you talk about the Dallas Stars, you know that they are a force to be reckoned with. Tonight, it's one of those situations where maybe you just have to find some positives in walking away with at least a point. Yeah,
they got down early, which they've been doing lately, but the luxury they have in Devin Dubnyk, who's been keeping them in games. They're never down by more than a goal, which gives them a lot of confidence to battle back, and they trust each other, and they build on those relationships. So they're able to bounce back. Tonight was kind of a clinic of shots being tipped in from the point.
Absolutely. Let's take a look at your final stats. Speaking of those shots, Dallas Stars certainly got their money's worth of them, really outshooting the Minnesota Wild. And the stat you never want to see, the Wild going 0 for 4 on the power play, while the Stars are able to capitalize at least one time on 4 opportunities. But the biggest news, the best news maybe of the game, was to see Marco Scandella back in the lineup, didn't miss a beat, scoring that goal in the third period to force overtime. And his coach was certainly happy to see him back in the mix.
Yeah, it was great. I was real happy for him getting that goal, but you know, you could see all game long. This is what we talked about before the game. It's pretty impressive, really, that he could not be on the ice all week and then come out and play the way that he did tonight. So he was a horse, certainly one of our leaders there tonight. You know, just as far as the way that he was battling and competing and winning loose pucks and helping us get to our game.
The Wild continue their 4-game road trip against the Penguins Tuesday night. And then they wrap things up at Boston. Next 2 games going to be difficult for the Wild. Hopefully can pull out a couple more points.
Yeah, hopefully they can take a lead instead of going down early on the road here. The Pittsburgh Penguins struggling a little bit. They lost 4-rip tonight to the New Jersey Devils. Phil Kessel leads the way with 6 goals for them. Crosby only 2 goals, and he's a -8, 17 games in. That's not so good.
We'll see how the Wild can keep him in check. That's Tuesday night. For now, thanks for joining us on Wild Breakaway.